link up to Suga producing Hayes' song We Don't Talk Together, which was awesome, the reaction for that, and BB and damn it, MMA awards. I'll link to that below. Hope I can talk better today at some point. Me talky good later on for sure. Hey, welcome to the weekend. Unless it's like 4 days from now, in which case you're in the middle of the week. You missed it, man. The weekend was right here. Halsey, SUGA's Interlude, obviously featuring Suga. Fun fact, just because I looked it up right now, like why not? Suga was formerly known as Gloss. Suga's a better name, right? Gloss was the actual translation of Yoongi. Is that right? I don't know. How would I know? I don't really listen to Halsey. I only listen to Halsey on BTS stuff. There was one song by Halsey that had like a cool guitar riff, and I made a tutorial on that. But other than that, that's like the only Halsey song or whatever. An interlude is usually a tiny section in between stuff. And I was hoping that that was wrong, because I wanted a long song. But the time's covered up by, can't speak. It's covered up by my taskbar, but it said like 2 minutes. So unfortunately it is short. I don't know. Oh, do we actually know if they drew these or someone else drew these? Because there's Yuki right there with some orange eyes. Matches the rain. All right, let's go. Suga's voice is gorgeous. Jokes! Them's are jokes. Her voice is beautiful though. That's cool. Didn't know what to expect. Oh! Alright, cool. I didn't want to interrupt this flow. A little disappointed I don't have some subtitles up here. The lyric video is already out, right? Oh, you know what? Since this picture's not changing, right? Is this picture changing? It's not changing. We were at 50 seconds. Let's go get that, lyric video, right? I want to know this man's lyrics. SUGA's Interlude. Which one? No, they're pretty close. Which one's got a better picture? I don't know, they're both pretty good. We'll go to this one. So we were at like 50 seconds. Oh, but I was gonna say about his flow though, even without knowing what his words were, is obviously a really fast, articulate flow. But it was not heavy on the enunciation. I mean that in a good way. Because the song is soft. So if he's really attacking the syllables like a machine gun, it would add a roughness to the track, which wouldn't blend with the crickets and the singing. So he's still got the fast-paced delivery, but he manages to have a clear diction, but a soft landing on his consonants. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough shit. All right, where's some lyrics? Shit was deep. I still sometimes sketchy on some of the translations. Y'all taught me that. Sometimes when the words seem weird, it's because the translation's a little off. Probably because they're rushing to get the videos out, you know? Whoever's making these.
내가 살아가는 것도 사랑하는 것도 변하지 모두 Yes, so are you gonna move? 꿈을 가리기엔 우린 액수거리들이 잡아잡아 So what you gonna do?
Turning all my life to separate the time in between the having it all, giving it up. I wonder if it seems way if I'm loving it all. Stuck between the having it all, giving it up.
That's a surprisingly deep message, considering the song just called SUGA's Interlude, and it's not actually titled anything that would make you suspect more going on. The step between having it all and giving it up. I think it's pretty clear, right? But what is not necessarily clear is the calibration between the two sides of that, the having it all and the giving it up, which is, I'm going to choose to interpret that as, and also when you don't like it anymore, this whole thing that as you have the repetition and the consistency to enable some success and some positivity from the people around you with what you do, the repetition and the consistency can begin to suck the excitement away, which now makes you start questioning why you're even doing this thing that people love that you do. Because now you kind of need to do something else so you can feel alive again, or full of passion again. But then doing something else, it's almost always guaranteed that when you go off and to do something else, all of a sudden that love's going to be gone. There's going to be a lot of hate. There's already haters in general, but there's going to be a shitload of haters when you switch things up. So, but so I was going to elaborate on the two polar sides of that, because obviously it's presented to us as a transition, like we are loving it all, giving it all, maybe transitioning to something new, right? Like leaving it all. But there are two sides of that also, where you could just live forever, which is where most people will find themselves, is on one side of that, which is either always doing the same shit, always, no matter what. They just never really change course, or if they change course, it's really few and far between. And I'm talking about people who do the same thing for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and barely switch anything up. They're always doing it the same way. They're never really being pulled towards the giving it up. Even if they feel like maybe doing it, they'll never pull the trigger. And then the other side of that is people who are always changing course, right? Every 2 months, every 5 months, they're switching it up. And usually they're pissed off because they can't find success, but it's because they can't usually stay in one place long enough to get the repetitions in to get good. So really, even though the song is kind of depicting that middle emotion, that middle state of being, of transitioning from what's consistent to what's new, really we're depicting three things: never changing, being pulled to change, and changing too often. Smack my own hat there. So that's what they do. When you give me a 2-minute song and some lyrics, I'm gonna be forced to like talk about it. Yeah. Should be complicated. All right, have a badass weekend, whatever. It's Friday for me. Is it Saturday in Korea now? Alexa, what's the time in Korea?
In South Korea, it's 4:57 a.m.
Oh, it's tomorrow. It's Saturday for y'all. Happy Saturday, bitches! I'll see you in another video. If you're here this long, I'll link up to SUGA producing Hayes' song, We Don't Talk Together, which was awesome, the reaction for that, and BB, and damn it, MMA awards. I'll link to that below. Hope I can talk better today at some point. Me talky good later on, for sure.